Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another edition of Awesomecallstrading.com. I am AJ. I'm your host today in this great chat room of ours. We had a wonderful day today. Wish you could have been a part of it. And if you're not, that's why we do these recaps to encourage you to come in here and give us a shot because I think that you will find how much fun you really can have in a room like this. Today, I have to tell you, the mods, myself, we were ready for everyone to come in, and we had all of our own ideas, but we were all on the same page today. And boy, there was a couple trades, coming in. CTRV, um, a couple of the main mods liked it as well. What's interesting too about our room is a lot of you don't know, but in pre-market, we have a gentleman who runs the entire room for hours before I even come in, and he's live screen sharing. His name is Gianni Moore. And if you don't follow him on Twitter, this is the gentleman I'm speaking of, and this is him. And he's been in the room for about, I would say, 6 years. He's one of the top short sellers I've ever had the pleasure of trading with. He's a moderator. He does webinars. He teaches people. Thank you, Nick. Thank you very much, Nick. He's just an amazing, and he's a kind and amazing person. And I really enjoy his commentary in the morning. He usually trades about 6 or 7 tickers, depending on what the volume looks like. He gives live guidance, all in pre-market. And then when the minute I walk in, he just says good night, goodbye. I mean, and then he continues to trade throughout the day. I mean, his day is pretty long, to be honest with you, and it's greatly appreciated. But this is him, and he's an amazing trader, especially on the short seller. He knows where the tops are, and you can learn a lot. I've learned a lot over the years with him, and it's an honor to trade with him. So when you come in the room, pre-market, he lives in Greece, so if you're in Italy, Greece, Milan, or on the way out on the East Coast, I mean, he's your guy in the morning. Because while he's doing that, I'm actually putting together a list of trades that we're going to do today, and I call it a pre-market. Oh wow, Zomzom made $1,649 for today. I think yesterday he was red, and today he's huge green. What a day! What did he say? AJ, what a day. This tweet just came out. Again, we get about 100 positive reviews a day in the room. So, I mean, I enjoy reading them just as much as I enjoy retweeting them. What a day. Where else can you make this kind of money on and off the screen, just taking a few minutes at a time? And he traded everything on our list: LGPC, Roku, Calder, Home, and uh, Stitch. Thank you. That was awesome. That was so awesome. Let's give him a shout out right here, because we have to give him a clap or toast, because that's incredible. And let's go right here and give him a nice toast. He deserves it from Leo himself. Okay, so today on our list, I made CTRV our #1 pick in the room. They had positive data, but it's the great dark side pointed out this morning. It's going to be an offering cash out. They did a reverse split. This news is probably was all calculated, and so before I even heard all that, I already had made the decision the stock would fade off to 7 to 750. But before you fade it, now what I do this because you know I analyze these stocks. I've been doing this for 16 years, and when you're in these small cap rooms and a guy tells you, "Oh, short it," and then you get 50 cents or 80 cents or a dollar, or you don't see the big picture. In Awesome Calls Trading, everything is about the big picture. So you take money on the way down as it goes. I've already determined the stock will hit 7,750. That's it. I'm done. That's it. But before it hits 7,750, I want the room to play it to the long side. Enjoy it. Everyone's going to chase it out of the gate. Why can't we? It's easy money, right? So let's do it. So let's pop it out of the gate, right? Once it tops off, we will know when it's coming in to top off, and we'll short it. And then I indicate to everyone, it will be a slow all day fader. So I have traders in here that have big budgets, big capital, and they'll come in with 5, 10,000, 15,000 shares of short, and they'll just take it. They'll just wait, and then once it shows it breaks the flag to the downside, they're shorting. I mean, look at this: 60,000 shares, and then 16,000. They'll show 5,000, 4,000 shares, and they'll just take it down 3 or 4 points. AJ said it would go to 750, and voila, the stock has already hit $7.28, 7.34, and then eventually it'll break through 7, and they're going to do an offering, and it'll be back down to 5. But we played it to long side, and I wanted 14 out of the gate from 11, and it ended up going to 15. So not too shabby. I personally made $531 on this trade, 2 times live in the room. Just scalp traded it, popped it, got in, got out. Okay, so that was fun, and there it goes, selling off $7 and under. The next stock we had was SFIX. This was a beauty today. Beauty. Fire trader, dark side, all of us. This was just an absolutely stunning trade today. Now, SFX had earnings, okay? They had earnings right here. And on their earnings, they were very good. As a matter of fact, their client base moved up by 17%, which is impressive for me to when I read that. And so what I done on this one is I made a decision that the stock would probably sell off on profit taking. There would be a lot of bag holders involved. And so what I did is I told the traders in the room, after reviewing the report and reading the earnings, I would scale in short. But before you get in there with size, allow yourself room to pop at the open. Because in pre-market it hit 32, I felt at the open you could squeeze back up through that 31, 32 spot. So start taking short just under 30 in pre-market. And then if it does pop, allow yourself to add into it. Once it breaks 29.50 and 29, it should snap. And guess where I called it? I made it very clear to the world that SFIX will hit 26.50. You see it right there? This will sell off to 26.50. Right? And here's the trade. And do you guess where it stopped? You want to see where it stopped? 26.50. Welcome to Awesome Calls Trading. I think we did this yesterday, didn't we? I'll give you another one. HIIQ. HIIQ did they bought a company today. But the company makes money. All right? A lot of money. So it adds value to HIIQ, hence why the gap up was about 8 points today. Okay, so so what we did on this one is I told everyone the stock's it's a short. There's too many. If you know anything about HIIQ in the last 20 days alone, there's a lot of bag holders. These are bag holders down here. So any pop that aggressive is going to get a sell-off. And so what I told everyone in the room to do was go ahead and scale in short at the pre-market. I believe it was around, yeah, right here, 34.35. I said short this. See, here's the opening. Ding, 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 ding. I said it should pop to 35 at the open and scale in short and take HIIQ. So I said short 33, give it room to 35, and the stock will come down to 29.50 and under and then bottom curl. The higher the pop, the more the downside fade for us. And so when you look at the stock, it was perfectly charted out. And when you look at it, there it goes. So if you took 33 right there on the first initial pop, and hit 35, and then I said it would sell off to 29.50. And there's 29.50 right down here. Isn't that beautiful? 250 shares, 5 points, $1,250 for the day. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm currently right now long some LGPC. I own it at $10.47. I'm waiting for a high day breakout. Might happen live here. And if it does, you'll hear me sell it right into the pop. And I will get paid. So I've been holding it. It's been consolidating. And I'm ready for a nice rip through 11 if it comes. Currently down only 17 cents on the trade. All right. See, Nicholas? See, boss? See how patient I am now? All my trading, even if you could have got it down here and made money on my weakness and got the pop right there. Pretty cool, huh? Nicholas is in the trade. There's a few others. But a lot of times what I do, oh, you did? Okay. I just bought it when it pulled, AJ. Okay. Um, this trade goes to the reason why I have it on screen too is because the great Gianni in the room called us this morning in the chat room, breaking out pop, and we all played it. He called it right off the 7 spot and also the 8 spot, and we immediately charted it out. And if you look on LGPC, you can actually see a gap that needs to be filled. This is a broken down stock. They got phase 2 approval, positive. Um, what are your thoughts on Boeing 360 June calls? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Dan. That stock's going to go to 380. And if they ever, the FTC releases and says planes are cleared, welcome to 420 world. I told my son to buy Boeing when it was 330. I told him to call, remember Dark Side when it was 335. I said start buying 350, 360, 380 calls. So now look at it. Pretty cool, huh? I think Peter in here also bought 360 or 350 calls, and he's up a tremendous amount. I know Boeing, Dan, like the back of my hand. It's like one of the easiest trades for me to read. Anyway, so LGPC. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because the great Gianni brought it to our attention. Um, no, I got out, remember, because it pulled once I realized it was the tariffs. But obviously it's moving up, so oh well. No problem, Dan. And so right here, if you pull up a chart and go back 1 year, you see this gap that needs to be filled. So once it started to pop, I said, okay, that should fill this gap today, and then this gap here, and it still has room to go. It has this gap to fill next, and that's why we played it a couple times already. Massive volume today, 22 million shares, and that's why I do think it still will run. The day's not over. We still have 35, 40 minutes, and then I'll pull the trigger and sell it. It gets through it. So, but I do like it. Anyway, great play today from Janny Moore. All right, and let's do another one. Home. This is a really good call today. Now, Home, they gutted their guidance for 2020. I mean, they're gone. They're done. They're history. They basically told their investors, "Good luck." That's pretty much what the report said was, "Good luck." And so they're getting punished for it. I gave after reading the report, the stock had closed yesterday at around 18 bucks. I valued the stock at $8 today, and as you can see, the stock actually came lower. I wanted a quick pop at the open to get some short covering because I had a little bit here in the 12, 11, 12 range. So I felt, well, if we can nibble some long, get the pop, scale in short at the open, we could probably get a nice place. But if it pulls below, I believe I said 980 or 960, the thing should flush all the way out to 8 and under for a short. So ding, 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 the market opened, and here was a quick pull. And then this is why I wanted shorts to come in and cover. They didn't have enough volume in there, only 120,000 shares covered at the open. And once it pulled and broke this downside flag right here, it was on. At 990, 980, I called for a short to 8 live in the room. Per pre-market notes, I also indicated the stock would fade off to $8 and under. And right here on Home, $8 right here, the stock, well, we could see $8 and under. And I also told the traders, 8's the value I'm giving the stock. If it hits 8 right away, consider bouncing it off of that. So the stock ended up going to $7.44. If you were in the chat room, you took 1,000 shares at 10, you'd be up $2,600 for the day. Not too bad. Another trade that we did today was, I think it was called CMTL. Now, CMTL had earnings, and it was up really thin. The market makers actually kind of in pre-market, as you can see here, they had it right here sitting in pre-market at 24.90 in pre-market, okay, this morning. And so what I did is I looked at that and I said to myself, and then they had another, where was it? I know I saw it. They had a market maker here, yeah, right here. And the stock had closed at 22.75 and it was sitting right there with 100 shares. You see it? At 24.91. Now you can't short that because there's no market makers even on it. They just set the price. So what I told the traders is, look for a pop at the open to 26.27, top it off, scale in short, and fade it. And it turned out to be not too bad. So if you went long at the open, and you can see my notes were really clear on that, CMTL right there. This will pop at the open towards 26 plus, watch for topping, and then fade it 2 to 3 points. So if you were in the chat room and there's the pop, it actually went, even if you tried to sell market order at 26, you would have probably got 26.80, 26.90. Ended up 27.75, and then I set a 2-point pull, and there is $25.80. That's a 2-point pull. So it just went up a little bit higher than I want, which is fine. I mean, it's kind of what you want. I like the call. Yeah, and let me see. Incredible call on Stitch. Thank you very much. What did I say on Boeing? I liked Boeing today. The only thing I was a little bit off on Boeing was I've been calling Boeing all week. I did think the sell-off would happen at the open, so I told the traders this should sell off to about 343, 344. When it does, bottom curl it and go long for the day. Stock should hit 350. And right here is where I wrote it on Boeing. Yep, right here. I would like a small pop at the open, then a sell-off pullback to 344, and then back to all highs, and all may move to the upside. So the more it pulls, we'll have a nice range to the upside on Boeing. And if you could see how Boeing turned out, it turned out to be a nice one. And I missed it by $1, about a buck 50. But it bottomed, it double bottomed. So it really clearly showed you, the market makers showed you they didn't want to go below 35.60. So it's pretty easy to kind of just scale in a few. And now you can see the stock is running. It's a beautiful chart. I think down there within 2 weeks or earlier, we should see 380 on it. I love Boeing. And, just, it's a basic call here beyond. Pop at the open, scale in short, take it to $98. Again, I love this trade because it's so easy to read. And if you look, I write this stuff like it's like I'm writing a speech. See that? 102, and then the stock will go to $98. I'm already telling you where the stock's going to end. $98, 99, bottom curl it. See it? 98, 99. So whatever it is, it gaps to, scale in short, and then you look, and it hits 98.85, $99, and back up again. So pretty easy. Anyway, I want to thank you for joining us today. It was a great day in the room. A lot of people were done real early. Some people were red, which it happens. You can't be perfect. You try to be, and that's why we're here to educate and help people. So currently in LGPC for another 10 more minutes. If it doesn't pop, I'll get out of it. And I'm down only 7 cents on the trade, so we'll see what happens. Looks like it's trying to move up. Other than that, it was a great day to trade today. I look forward to trading with you tomorrow. It'll be Friday. Just click here, and you're in the room. Take care. God bless. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.